Welcome to the regular session for October 11th, 2023. I will call the meeting to order at 5:15. Tonight, we are fortunate to have some special guests with us. They are from Cornell Cooperative Extension with 4-H. Cornell 4-H. 4-H connects kids to Cornell. 4-H is in all 50 states across America. This group is affiliated with Cornell Cooperative Extension, that's correct, right?
Yes.
And if anybody wants any further information, they can call 518-561-7450.
You can speak to Carrie, that's me.
All right, we'll do that. 4-H supports youth in their developmental leadership, citizenship, and life skills, empowering them to reach their fullest potential, to become contributing and caring citizens. And part of that is tonight, I would ask you to join us all, lead us all, in the Pledge of Allegiance. Are you prepared to do that? Because we are. All right.
And followed by the Pledge of Allegiance, they're going to be doing the 4-H pledge in honor of National 4-H Week.
We can do that.
You don't have a lot of space.
Right over there in the center. There you go. Okay. We're waiting on you.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Excellent. Well done. Thank you.
Oh, we're going to do the 4-H.
Okay, go ahead. You can go right up here, ma'am. Want to take some
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Right up here if you want. That's fine.
I pledge my head to clearer thinking, my heart to greater loyalty, my hands to larger service, and my health to better living. For my club, my community, and my country, and my world.
All right, thank you.
Awesome.
I get it. Mr. Zerlo, would you please get on for roll call?
Yes, sir. Mr. Castine.
Present.
Mr. Bizzaio.
Here.
Mr. Hall is asked to be excused this evening. Mr. Henry.
Here.
Mr. Hughes.
Here.
Mr. Kretzer. Here. Mr. Perrier.
Here.
Mr. Potiker.
Here.
Mr. Timmons. Here. And Ms. Waldron.
Here.
No report, sir.
Thank you, sir. All legislators have received a copy of the stenographer's minutes of the September 20th, 2023 regular session. If there are no additions, deletions, or corrections, I'll entertain a motion to accept the minutes. That motion by legislator Hughes, second by legislator Zio. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. I'll now recognize anyone in the audience who wishes to share their thoughts in concerns with the legislature. Please raise your hand if you wish to be recognized. State your name and address for the record. And in accordance with the rules of order, all speakers will be limited to 5 minutes. Is there anyone that wishes to speak in public session? No one. Committee reports. I will call on the chairperson of each committee in alphabetical order by committee, starting with our oath. Legislator Preside.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The Buildings and Grounds Committee has not met since the last regular session meeting. James Cleveland, the Superintendent of Buildings and Grounds, provided an update on roofs and the heating, and so I'll just quickly go over that. The rubber roofing installation has been completed on the Surrogate Probation and Department of Social Services building. The tin cap flashing has been ordered, and the installation should begin in a week. The Highway Department's roof panels shop drawings are still in the process of being completed by the manufacturer. The Exelon building, stone ballast, has been removed and the tear down of the old roof will start soon. That's the building that we did the emergency funding for.
Correct.
The airport.
Not included in the energy performance contract.
Right. Heating. The Highway Department infrared heaters are installed. The department is waiting on NYSEG to complete their work, and the units will be started up just in time for winter. The mental health boiler has been installed. The department is waiting on the factory startup team, which is scheduled for Tuesday, October 17th. The breaching was completed Friday, October 6th, and the factory startup is scheduled for Wednesday, October 18th. The next Building and Grounds Committee meeting is tentatively scheduled for Monday, October 16th at 4 p.m. End of report.
Thank you.
Buildings and Grounds Committee's been canceled.
I was as of today, and actually got,
Had we had a meeting,
had we had.
it would have been at that exact time and place.
That's the tentative.
I'm gonna go anyway. Children and Family Services Committee, Legislator Potter.
Thank you, Chairman. The Children and Family Services Committee met on Tuesday, October 3rd. Commissioner Christine Peters was present to discuss several resolutions, including authorizing contract amendment with Island Software, Inc., and authorizing contract with Behavioral Health Services North Incorporated. Ms. Peters also discussed monthly statistics for August 2023, a warming center update, daycare allocations, Stonehelm complaints, Medicaid, the Department of Social Services budget, and the New York City Family Homeless and Eviction Prevention Supplement voucher. Resolutions number 702 through 705 have been placed on the agenda as a result of the committee's recommendations. The next Children and Family Services Committee meeting is tentatively scheduled for Tuesday, November 14th at 5:15 p.m. End of report.
Chairman, if anybody that's not on Children and Family Services is curious as to how the department's budget discussion went, it was not good. So this is the year that the enhanced FMAP is resulting in greater weekly shares. So before the commissioner put pen to paper, it's a $1.2+ million increase to her budget. So we're working through that, but that's where we're starting.
Thank you. And that is concerning. Economic Development, County Operations, Legislator Walter.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, the Economic Development and County Operations Committee met earlier this afternoon. Shannon Thayer, the planning director, was present to discuss Connect All Low-Income Housing Opportunity and a hazard mitigation plan update. Molly Ryan, the Economic Development Director, was also present to discuss the resolution authorizing a contract with Barton and LaJudas, DPC, and a Fast New York update. Tammy Lacey, the Real Property Director, discussed several resolutions, including authorizing contract with various town services assessing services, authorizing contract with the City of Plattsburgh for full assessing services, and authorizing contract with various towns for full assessing services. Resolutions 706 through 709 have been placed on the agenda upon the recommendation of the committee. The next Economic Development and County Operations Committee meeting is tentatively scheduled for Wednesday, November 8th at 4 p.m. End of report.
Thank you, Matt. Finance, Legislator Timmons.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, the Finance Committee met on Wednesday, October 4th. Kimberly Davis, the County Treasurer, was present to discuss several resolutions, including authorizing contract performance and authorizing contract amendment with Lumsden and McCormick LLP. Ms. Davis also discussed the county's 2022 fiscal stress reports and the latest sales tax reports. Resolutions 710 through 719 have also been placed on the agenda upon the recommendation of the committee. The next Finance Committee meeting is tentatively scheduled for Wednesday, November 1st at 5:15 p.m.
Thank you.
And I will, Kim and I will sit down and we will provide our recommendation for budget dates in the month of November. It's normally towards the end, but we'll plug in things and hopefully avoid the holiday week, but I can't guarantee it at this point.
Health Committee, Legislator Hughes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The Health Committee met on Wednesday, October 4th. Thank you, Ms. Waldman. Rochelle Gregory, Director of Community Services, was in attendance to discuss several resolutions, including authorizing contract with Dodge Marketing and Communications and authorizing memorandum of understanding with the Clinton County Veterans Service Agency. On behalf of Jess Sisson, the Director of Public Health, Kim Kimball, and the Deputy County Administrator, discussed several resolutions, including authorizing bridging breastfeeding, continuity, and care, and nutrition security within the first 1,000 days. Blueprint Cohort 3 grant application and amending resolution number 326 dated May 11, 2022, titled Authorizing Contract with Wells Fargo Financial Leasing. Resolution 720 through 725 have been placed on the agenda as a result of the committee's recommendation. The next Health Committee meeting is tentatively scheduled for Wednesday, November 1st at 4 p.m. End of report.
Thank you. Human Services Committee, Legislature Program.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Human Services Committee meeting scheduled for Tuesday, October 3rd was canceled. The committee was pulled on resolution 726 through 730 on the agenda. The next Human Services Committee meeting tentatively scheduled for Tuesday, November 14th at 4:15. End of report.
Thank you very much. Personnel, the Personnel Committee met on Monday, October 2nd. Kim Kimlum, the Personnel Director, was present to discuss resolutions including authorizing various contracts for the year 2024 and approving payment of 2024 membership dues. Resolutions 731 through 751 have been placed on tonight's agenda as a result of the committee's recommendations, as well as Resolution 752 through a poll conducted on Friday, October 6th. The next Personnel Committee meeting is tentatively scheduled for Monday, November 6th at 5 p.m. Public Safety and Legislator Castleton.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The Public Safety Committee met on Monday, October 2nd. Andrew Wiley, the District Attorney, was present to discuss several resolutions, including authorizing stipend for after-hours arrangements and authorizing criminal justice discovery reform grant applications and acceptance. Eric Day, the Director of Emergency Services, was in attendance to discuss several resolutions, including authorizing payment of 2024 membership dues and authorizing various contracts for the year 2024. Justin Meyer, the Administrator of Legal Defense of Indigent Defendants, was also present and discussed resolutions authorizing contract with Thomson Reuters and approving grant application submission and acceptance of New York State Office of Indigent, I'll get it. More than two syllables, I have trouble here. Indigent Legal Services grants known as Distribution 11 and Distribution 14. Resolutions 756 through 763 have been placed on the agenda as a result of the committee's recommendations. The next Public Safety Committee meeting is tentatively scheduled for Monday, November 6th at 4 p.m. End of report.
Thank you very much. Plattsburgh International Airport.
Yes, sir, on behalf of Legislator Hall, the Plattsburgh International Airport Committee has not met since the last regular session. Resolutions 753 through 755 were pulled and have been placed on the agenda as a result of the committee's recommendation. And the next Plattsburgh International Airport Committee meeting is tentatively scheduled for Wednesday, October 25th at 4 p.m. End of reports.
Thank you. And Transportation, Legislator Kretzer.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The Transportation Committee has not met since the last regular session. Highway Superintendent Carl Weiss advised that on Sunday, October 8th, 2023, the Clintonville Road in the town of Ausable was closed between Arnold Hill Road and Dry Bridge Road due to significant erosion of the roadway at a culvert pipe that conveys flow from the Little Ausable River. The rain event of October 7th and 8th generated over 5.5 inches of precipitation locally in an approximate 12-hour time frame. This resulted in significant flow through a culvert, inundating the culvert completely. It is possible that debris from the beaver ponds upstream of the culvert traveled down the channel within the storm flow and partially blocked the flow through the culvert. The blockage plus the significant amount of water was enough to bend and deform the inlet side of the culvert, reducing the capacity of the pipe and causing the water to rise even higher in the channel. The rising water eroded the banks around the culvert and washed away the soil of the roadway embankment. Eventually, the erosion reached the roadway and caused a portion of the southbound lane to collapse. The county is fortunate that the entire roadway was not washed away. Today, October 11th, 2023, highway crews are removing the damaged section of the culvert pipe and will fill in the void along the shoulder and below the roadway. Crews will also place heavy stone along the embankment to provide erosion protection. These actions will move the inlet of the culvert closer to the roadway and result in a very steep bank that is adjacent to the road. The county will likely need to install guide rails along the roadway to protect vehicular traffic in this location. As it is too late in the year to replace the entire culvert, the county's hope is that these measures will be adequate until the replacement culvert can be designed, permitted, and constructed in 2024. The next Transportation Committee meeting was canceled, and the resolutions will be pulled on Friday, October 20th.
That was the most thorough Transportation Committee report I've ever heard
Honestly,
in my
I felt like you were
23-year
reading
county
a
career.
book.
They had just paved that whole road through the lake.
Yeah.
From what I understand, there's a vehicle that was.
There was a vehicle, Carl told me there was a vehicle, that there was a minor accident, but, very fortunate, that the timing was such. We think that that vehicle was the last straw that collapsed the roadway that was undercut.
And she was out there for a little bit.
Yeah.
But God, she was fine after that.
So, if you wanna see pictures, I have them, very similar, on a much smaller scale, than the July events, Standish Road.
Liaison reports. Mr. Odell.
Thank you, Chairman. The Board of Health has not met since the last regular session. The next Board of Health meeting is scheduled for Monday, October 16th at 7 p.m. Will include one resolution as well as corporate compliance training, as well as other discussions and reports. It is open to the public. End of report.
Thank you. Chamber of Commerce. Legislator Powell.
Thank you, Chairman. The North Country Chamber of Commerce STPC meeting has not met since the last regular session, and the next meeting is tentatively scheduled for Thursday, October 19th at 9 p.m. End of report.
Clean Community College. Legislator Rosado.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Some information. They had the September Board of Trustees meeting, which I attended. I learned that they have filled a number of positions that the Middle States evaluation has questioned why they weren't filled, including some from student enrollment specialist, financial aid officer, director of human resources, director of admissions, along with the director of buildings and grounds. A number of building maintenance workers were filled, which was good to hear that they were actually filling these spots. The President John Quall has also brought together a group of select staff members to develop a strategic plan to boost the enrollment, and he will be reporting regularly to the board. He made it clear to the board that this was going to be a very serious effort on the part of these members of this group. He also mentioned that it's going to be their number one priority to make sure that the nursing program is filled to capacity. They're changing some of the qualifications to get into that nursing program in order to capture more students. And that's, they congratulated and thanked the legislators for passing their budget at that meeting, and that's probably the end of my report.
Thank you very much. Community Services Board.
No report, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Castine. Cooperative Extension. Legislator Timmons.
No report.
Discipline Review. Grievance. Intercount. Legislator Clark.
Can we go back, sir? I think it's okay. I think it's appropriate, at each of our meetings, we go through these liaison reports that the chairman asks for both discipline review and grievance committee. So I think it's worth noting, we all know she does a wonderful job, but, Kim solves a lot of these things before they reach the levels of either discipline review or grievance. So she does a great job doing that, so thank you.
LCLG, Regional Planning Board, Legislator Hughes and Kretzer.
Had a regular board meeting yesterday, October 10th at 1 o'clock in Westport. Beautiful right now. But had a really good meeting, went through the normal reports, went over next year's, and we went over next year's schedule, and then they're really happy that Clinton County has got quite a few new agenda items, and they're working more in Clinton County. They wanted a better footprint, and we're getting there, so they were really happy with that. That's the end of the report.
Thank you. Soil and Water, Legislators Timmons and Gray.
No report.
Workforce Development Board, Legislator Kretzer. Report. Okay. Staff member reports.
I'm hoping the next time we're here, I'm going to be able to report on progress on the nursing that I'm getting down to the
Very nice.
health agenda, but other than that, no report.
All right. Mr. Doyle.
I've got nothing to report this evening, sir.
Okay. That brings us to the resolutions. We're voting on like resolutions, I want to note that the majority of the resolutions have been thoroughly discussed by the appropriate committees, and the legislature is taking action tonight based in large part on the recommendation of those committees. Mr. Gerald, would you please read the title of the resolutions to be acted upon?
Certainly. Resolution 702, authorizing contract amendments to approve the reallocation of 2023 Youth Development Program funding, Youth Bureau.
Motion, legislator Potiker. Second, legislator Kretzer. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Carried. Resolution 703, authorizing contract amendment with Highland Software Incorporated Social Services.
Motion, legislator Potiker. Second, legislator Perrier. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 704, authorizing out-of-state travel, social services.
Motion, legislator Potiker. Second, legislator Waldron. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 705, authorizing contract with Behavioral Health Services North, social services.
Motion, legislator Potiker. Second, legislator Kretzer. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 706, authorizing contract with Barton and LaJudas DPC Economic Development.
Motion, legislator Waldron. Second, legislator Castine. Discussion.
So, we had a fairly in-depth discussion. This is phase 3 of our site characterization at the project site under the consent order with DEC. You recall it was a staged approach. They allowed us to move quickly to get the road covered and the property that we had anticipated selling covered. Then we did phase 2, and this is the third and final stage. The number's larger than the other ones because this resolution authorizes all 3 items. Previously, we did them individually. We did a work plan, a site characterization, and the actual work. This one incorporates all 3 of those tasks within one resolution.
Any further?
Well, I just, I can, the costs associated with this will be borne by the project. The Economic Development Office continues to work hard to make strides in hopefully getting approved for Fast New York money to make up for what we originally thought that project was going to cost and what we are now anticipating that project costing. So fingers crossed.
Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Carried. Resolution 707, authorizing contract with various towns for assisted assessing services, real property.
Motion, legislator Waldron. Second, legislator Kretzer. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 708, authorizing contract with the city of Plattsburgh for full assessing services, real property.
Motion, legislator Waldron. Second, legislator Potiker. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 709, authorizing contract with various towns for full assessing services, real property.
Motion, legislator Waldron. Second, legislator Timmons. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 710, authorizing the county treasurer to establish a capital project titled Rehabilitation of Apron Taxi Lane and General Aviation Apron Phase 1 Design Project, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, legislator Timmons. Second, legislator Perrier. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 711, authorizing the county treasurer to establish a capital project titled Rehabilitation of Taxiway 8 Pavement and General Aviation Apron Phase 2 Construction, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, legislator Timmons. Second, legislator Waldron. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Resolution 712, authorizing contract amendment with Lumsden and McCormick LLP, Treasurer's Office.
Motion, legislator Timmons. Second, legislator Bazzaio. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Resolution 713, authorizing contract with Formax, Treasurer's Office.
Motion, legislator Timmons, second, legislator Perrier. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Resolution 714, authorizing contract with Govolution LLC, Treasurer's Office.
Motion, legislator Timmons, second, legislator Potiker. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
That carried too.
Carried, thank you. Yes.
Resolution 715, authorizing contract with Alltech Integrations Corporation, Treasurer's Office.
Motion, legislator Timmons, second, legislator Waldron. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Carried. Resolution 716, amending Resolution 551 dated July 19, 2023, titled, authorizing the chairperson to execute a memorandum of agreement by and between the County of Clinton and the Civil Service Employees Association Incorporated, Local 1000 ASME AFL-CIO, Clinton County Units 6450 and 6466 of Local 884 Legislature.
Motion, legislator Timmons, second, legislator Waldron. Discussion.
Just to remind everybody, this resolution and the next two resolutions authorize or codify our discussion with respect to the new health insurance buyout.
Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walton?
Yes.
Resolution 717, amending Resolution 552 dated July 19, 2023, titled, authorizing the chairperson to execute a memorandum of agreement by and between the County of Clinton and the Sheriff of Clinton County and CSCA Local 1000 ASME AFL-CIO, Clinton County Unit 645001 of Local 884 Legislature.
Motion, legislator Timmons, second, legislator Castine. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walton?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 718, amending Resolution 553 dated July 19, 2023, titled, authorizing the chairperson to execute a memorandum of agreement by and between the County of Clinton and the Sheriff of Clinton County and the Clinton County Deputy Sheriff's Police Benevolent Association Legislature.
Motion, legislator Timmons, second, legislator Castine. Discussion.
You guys take our health insurance?
No.
Take the buyout?
Yes.
You just got a raise.
They have again. They're almost out of raise.
Next year.
Next year.
Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walton?
Yes.
Carried. Now you have.
Resolution 719, authorizing stipend for Deputy Election Commissioners, Board of Elections.
Motion, legislator Timmons, second, legislator Waldron. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walton?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 720, amending Resolution 326 dated May 11, 2022, titled, authorizing contract with Wells Fargo Financial Leasing Health Department.
Motion, legislator Hughes, second, legislator Bizarro. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walton?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 721, authorizing bridging, breastfeeding, continuity of care, and nutrition security within the first 1,000 days. Blueprint Cohort Number 3 Grant Application, Health Department.
Motion, legislator Hughes, second, legislator Castine. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walton?
Yes.
Carried. Resolution 722, authorizing contract with Dodge Marketing and Communications, Mental Health and Addiction.
Motion, legislator Hughes, second, legislator Castine. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walton?
Yes.
Resolution 723, authorizing contract amendment with Behavioral Health Services North, Mental Health and Addiction.
Motion, legislator Hughes, second, legislator Waldron. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walton?
Yes.
Carried. Resolution 724, authorizing memorandum of understanding with the Clinton County Department of Social Services, Mental Health and Addiction.
Motion, legislator Hughes, second, legislator Bizarro. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walton?
Yes.
Resolution 725, authorizing memorandum of understanding with the Clinton County Veterans Service Agency Mental Health and Addiction.
Motion, legislator Hughes. Second, legislator Castine. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Carried. Resolution 726, authorizing contract renewal with Pharmacy Associates of Glens Falls, doing business as Omnicare of Ballston Spa Nursing Home.
Motion, legislator Perrier. Second, legislator Kretzer. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Carried. Resolution 727, amending resolution number 607 dated August 16, 2023, titled authorizing various contracts for the year 2023 nursing home.
Motion, legislator Perrier. Second, legislator Potiker. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Carried. Resolution 728, amending resolution 358 dated May 10, 2023, titled amending resolution 129 dated March 10, 2021, titled authorizing contract with Stericycle Incorporated Nursing Home.
Motion, legislator Perrier. Second, legislator Pizzaio. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Resolution 729, authorizing various contracts for the year 2024 nursing home.
Motion, legislator Perrier. Second, legislator Kretzer. Discussion.
Just if you're curious, these all do have the ability to get out of these contracts at such time as the sale is complete. So, even though they're year contracts.
Are they aware of what's going on with the sale and that?
I would say some are and some are not. Probably the locals are certainly aware. The out-of-towners may not be. Some of them contracts, may be held by the new owner too, so. But my point is, we're not stuck with the annual costs associated with this resolution.
Any further discussion, questions, comments? Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Resolution 730, amending resolution 840 dated November 9, 2022, titled authorizing various contracts for the year 2023 nursing home.
Motion, legislator Perrier. Second, legislator Potiker. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Carried. Resolution 731, approving backfill of permanent full-time airport labor position, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, legislator Castine. Second, legislator Kretzer. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Resolution 732, approving backfill of a permanent part-time custodial worker, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, legislator Kretzer. Second, legislator Timmons. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 733, approving backfill of a permanent full-time public health nurse position, Health Department.
Motion, legislator Timmons. Second, legislator Castine. Discussion.
I don't think it's directly related to this resolution, but it just reminded me, Kim, I don't know if you want to talk about the health program very quickly.
I mean, I did send an email out today countywide, but for those that aren't in personnel, I mentioned it in personnel committee. New York State put out a new initiative called the Health Program, which is hiring limited placement program. And so basically, they indicated certain titles that were a public safety issue that we're having a difficult time recruiting for. And this is statewide. They had every municipality submit certain titles that they had that were having a hard time recruiting, that the exams were taking years. And so Clinton County established 8 different titles throughout the county. And we got word a couple days ago that they were all approved. And so basically what this means is that these 8 titles that traditionally would have to sit for an exam, score in the top 3 to keep their job or to be hired, for 1 year, these individuals can be hired in these positions, just meeting the minimum qualifications. They will not have to take an examination. So this is a 1-year program. Right now, we have probably 7 provisionals that are in these titles that will now become a permanent employee, that will just have a 1-year probationary period. And so we made flyers, we're trying to get the word out to community members who may be looking for a job that don't, that didn't take an exam, to kind of get them into the county.
Thank you.
Yep.
Anything further? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 734, approving back to a permanent full-time social services attorney position, social services.
Motion, legislator Castine. Second, legislator Kretzer. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 735, approving back to a permanent full-time environmental services worker, nursing home.
Motion, legislator Kretzer. Second, legislator Timmons. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 736, approving backfill of a permanent full-time nurse's aide position, nursing home.
Motion, legislator Castine. Second, legislator Timmons. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 737, approving backfill of permanent full-time nurse's aide position, nursing home.
Motion, legislator Timmons. Second, legislator Kretzer. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 738, approving backfill of permanent full-time nurse's aide position, nursing home.
Motion, legislator Kretzer. Second, legislator Castine. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 739, approving backfill of permanent full-time nurse's aide position, nursing home.
Motion, legislator Timmons. Second, legislator Kretzer. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 740, approving backfill of permanent full-time licensed practical nurse, nursing home.
Motion, legislator Kretzer. Second, legislator Castine. Discussion. All in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 741, approving backfill of a permanent full-time licensed practical nurse, nursing home.
Motion, legislator Castine. Second, legislator Kretzer. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 742, approving backfill of permanent full-time licensed practical nurse, nursing home.
Motion, legislator Timmons. Second, legislator Castine. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 743, approving creation of permanent full-time emergency communications dispatcher position, emergency services.
Motion, legislator Kretzer. Second, legislator Timmons. Discussion.
I think it's worth noting, this was a position that previously had backfill approval, that for recruitment difficulty, Eric was unable to fill that within the allotted year, and as such, the position was abolished. Ironically, soon thereafter, he found a candidate for this position, but our rules and regs indicate that he had to ask for the creation of a position, but I don't want the group thinking that's an FTE that was never contemplated by the county before.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 744, approving backfill of permanent full-time motor equipment operator 3, highway.
Motion, legislator Kretzer. Second, legislator Castine. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 745, approving backfill of permanent full-time motor equipment operator 2, highway.
Motion, legislator Kretzer. Second, legislator Timmons. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
And the last piece of that daisy chain, Resolution 746, approving backfill of permanent full-time motor equipment operator 1, highway.
Motion, legislator Timmons. Second, legislator Castine. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 747, approving backfill of a permanent full-time project coordinator, Office for the Aging.
Motion, legislator Castine. Second, legislator Kretzer. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 748, approving backfill of a permanent full-time assessment control examiner, real property.
Motion, legislator Timmons. Second, legislator Castine. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 749, approving request to hire up to a step 7 of the salary scale for a network administrator position, information technology.
Motion, legislator Castine. Second, legislator Kretzer. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 750, authorizing various contracts for the year 2024. Personnel.
Motion, legislator Timmons. Second, legislator Castine. Discussion.
There's a controversial one on there. The firm of Stafford owns Renee Kelleher. And Ed Hall.
That's that. We wondered about. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried. Resolution 751, approving payment of 2024 membership dues. Personnel.
Motion, legislator Castine. Second, legislator Kretzer. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Carried.
Yes.
Resolution 752, approving backfill of permanent full-time airport maintenance worker 1, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, legislator Timmons. Second, legislator Kretzer. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 753, authorizing contract amendment with Advanced Media New York, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, legislator Kretzer. Second, legislator Castine. Discussion.
Is this the company that put your picture on the wall at the airport? Mark?
It's a grassroots thing, I just bring it to your attention. But it's gotta be at least that big. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Resolution 754, authorizing the purchasing agent to resolicit bids for the Acquire Aircraft Rescue and Firefighting Vehicle and ARF Vehicle Equipment Project, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, legislator Timmons. Second, legislator Hughes. Discussion. Didn't we already?
Resolicit, sir.
Oh, I got it, thank you. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried. Resolution 755, authorizing lease agreement with Mansfield Teleflight, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, legislator Waldron. Second, legislator Timmons. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried. Resolution 756, authorizing out-of-state travel, district attorney.
Motion, legislator Castine. Second, legislator Hughes. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 757, authorizing stipend for after-hour arraignments, district attorney.
Motion, legislator Castine. Second, legislator Perrier. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 758, authorizing criminal justice discovery reform grant application and acceptance, district attorney's office.
Motion, legislator Castine. Second, legislator Hughes. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 759, authorizing contract with Thomson Reuters, assigned counsel.
Motion, legislator Castine. Second, legislator Perrier. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Resolution 760, approving grant application submission and acceptance of New York State Office of Indigent Legal Services grants, known as Distribution 11 and Distribution 14, assigned counsel.
Motion, legislator Castine. Second, legislator Hughes. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Resolution 761, authorizing payment of 2024 membership dues, emergency services.
Motion, legislator Castine. Second, legislator Perrier. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 762, authorizing various contracts for the year 2024, emergency services.
Motion, legislator Castine. Second, legislator Hughes. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 763, approving appointments to the Fire Advisory Board, emergency services.
5-4, Mr. Castine.
Certainly.
5-4. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 764, authorizing the county treasurer to establish appropriation and corresponding revenue for the New York Connects Expansion and Enhancement Grant Office for the Aging.
Motion, legislator Timmons. Second, legislator Perrier. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Carried. Resolution 765, authorizing the county treasurer to establish appropriation and corresponding revenue for the Child Advocacy Center grant, District Attorney's Office.
Motion, legislator Timmons, second, legislator Castine. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 766, authorizing the county treasurer to establish appropriation and corresponding revenue for the New York State Office of Children and Family Services grant, District Attorney's Office, Child Advocacy Center.
Motion, legislator Timmons, second, legislator Castine. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 767, authorizing the county treasurer to establish appropriation and corresponding revenue for the Child Advocacy Grant, District Attorney's Office.
Motion, legislator Timmons, second, legislator Castine. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 768, authorizing the county treasurer to establish appropriation and corresponding revenue for the Child Advocacy Center Mobile Grant, District Attorney's Office.
Motion, legislator Timmons, second, legislator Castine. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 769, authorizing the county treasurer to establish appropriation and corresponding revenue for the Victims of Crime Act and Victim and Witness Assistance Grant, District Attorney's Office, Child Advocacy Center.
Motion, legislator Timmons, second, legislator Castine. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 770, authorizing the county treasurer to increase appropriation and corresponding revenue for the District Attorney's Office budget, District Attorney's Office.
Motion, legislator Timmons, second, legislator Castine. Discussion.
I will speak on that one. You passed a discovery grant for the district office. This is new money that was part of the last year's state budget. So this is $208,000 that we believe is going to be a recurring revenue. So it is able to offset a considerable amount of cost in the district attorney's office going forward. So it's the, to be very honest with you, this is the prosecutors fighting back on the fact that the assigned counsel program costs nothing, and as such, it gets things approved easier. So this is the state making good on that for the district.
Any further discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Carried. Thank you.
Is there anything further to come before the legislature?
Just real quick, we did quite a few jobs at the nursing home. How are we doing?
We are about a population of about 38, 39. We can accept people. It's all based on the staffing. These numbers have been obviously communicated with all involved parties. And we're working hard to come to a conclusion. It's true. The AIDS actually is not the problem right now. It's the staff nurse. We have actually our director of nursing taking a evening shift as an RN on duty. So it's the AIDS are actually, believe it or not, and I know your question because of what you heard tonight, but
Yeah.
AIDS is not the issue, it's RN.
Have we had any luck with health department nurses filling anything at that?
Yeah?
No.
All right, thanks.
Anything? Okay, Mr. Mazzano.
The old airport, don't we have a contractor there working? Where are we with that, or?
Yeah, that project is progressing wonderfully. I'd invite anybody to drive out there if you would like to. We're not going to do any paving until next year, but the utilities are in place, buried, and grading has taken place. And that's, as I referred to earlier, the Fast New York program is hopefully going to make up for the difference between what the original budget was and now what we anticipate the project being. But the project itself is fine. Luck Brothers is doing a very good job. No issues on the project itself.
Pump station, is that?
Pump station is not installed, but the power, the utilities to the pump station are installed.
Okay. Thank you, Mike.
Any further questions on Clinton County's Business Innovation Gateway as opposed to the older? Mr. Geisler?
Yes, sir, it's very brief. I wasn't at the last meeting, so I don't know if it was mentioned, but I think out of respect for our predecessors, I'd like to note the passing of former legislator Leon Rocher. And I'd just like to have that entered in the minutes. The former legislator has passed, and I think we should try to do that to show respect for our predecessors.
Yes, sir.
I wholeheartedly agree. It's my fault. I will tell you that we did order and we did install the bronze plate with Legislator DeRocher's name and dates of service. That is installed in the lobby downstairs. But thank you for bringing that up.
Anything further come before the legislature? Thank you for that, Calvin.
Yeah, thank you, Calvin.
I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. Motion by legislator Timmons, second by legislator Hughes. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried? We are adjourned. Thank you.